Hello and welcome to Lightwaves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, and other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most awesome videos. In front of us is a ThruNite T1S version 2. This is an 18350 powered, compact, everyday carry flashlight. You can find this retailing on Amazon for $35.95. I had a coupon for $6 off, bringing the price down to $29.95. Not bad. Kind of puts it right in the same price point as the original T1S. So here we are, the box it comes in. It has different colors. You can get it in black, army green, desert tan, which I did. I like the desert tan lately. And metal gray. Cool white was predominant. Didn't see much in neutral white. I'm tending to like the cool white on these smaller flashlights. So yeah, not bad. Here we go. Image, and I took everything out of the box. Let's show you what you get. So in the box, of course, we get the star of the show, the T1S version 2, and we'll go over the differences between the T1 and the T1S, and now the version 2. That'll be cool. We get a charging cable. It's your typical USB to Type-C. Yep, that's what we're seeing nowadays, right? We get a bag of goodies. We get lanyards, some extra O-rings, and it looks like some extra charge port jackets, a couple of them. Nice. Okay, cool. ThruNite branded. And then we get the manual, which I opened up to make this easy. I would like to show it for posterity in case you lose yours. Here you go. Illustration T1S version 2. Contact information. Alright, it says the T1S version 2 tail cap. Magnetic rechargeable LED flashlight adopts the latest SSD 40. Now that's the same exact information as the T1S. 1212 lumens and a max throw of 184 meters. So there's some technical parameters. Again, I compared it to the T1S and it was identical as far as all the technicals go. So there you go. You got turbo, high, medium, low, FireFly, strobe modes. The T1 actually has an infinity mode for the in-between high and low. So if you're wondering the difference, and of course doesn't have as much throw. And I'll kind of compare it to that one. You'll get to see. Going down here, you can see you can lock, unlock. Turning it on and off is very simple. Changing modes, again, very simple. It's got a memory function. It remembers the last high, medium, low. It does not remember, of course, FireFly, strobe, or turbo. Charging it has a charge status indicator. Of course, red being it's being charged and blue it's done. There you go. Right now, 2-year warranty. Very cool. And then, of course, yeah, when you turn on your flashlight, and the blue is good. If it's red, time to charge it. Because, yeah, flashing red, you're out of luck. It probably won't work. So there you are. There's the directions done with that. Let's get to the flashlight. Yeah, I like the color. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, desert tan. I was like, gotta get it. I mean, black's okay, but it was getting boring. All my flashlights are black, and you gotta have some color. So let's go ahead and zoom on down and get up close and personal. Here we go. Yeah, in focus. Good. Dimensions. So we're 2 3/4 inches in length, or 70 millimeters. And we have a thickness towards the head here. I think I measured a little bit to where the thickest part was, where the switch is. The bottom jacket here, and that was 1 inch diameter. So, and that's 25 millimeters. Weight-wise, without the battery, this weighs 42 grams, to give you an idea. With the battery, I'm guessing just add another 30 grams, 25, 30. It's 18350, so it's like a miniature battery in there, and I'll show it to you, of course, in this video. Let's do a size comparison. I'll give you an idea just how small this is. I mean, because these little guys are fantastic. You know, I'm actually leaning maybe towards using an 18350 powered flashlight as an everyday carry backup to my 18650 versus a AA powered. Just because I like its compactness and I like the extra power that the 18350 produces. So just me personally. Though this 18350, I've yet to find a radio that can accept it. You know, I like to cross-platform my flashlights. It's like this. I'm going to show you here in a second. The popular Ace Beam AA powered flashlight. You see how much bigger it is? Runs on a standard AA battery or 14500. Tail switch operated. There you go. Here's your larger 18650 everyday carry. TC15 version 3. I like that flashlight. It's always with me around the house. It actually become my favorite to carry around. And I have a lot of flashlight guys. Just it's utility, you know, it's whatever works for you. Battery wise, we have an 18650 flat top. This has a mag base, so it might attract some batteries. It's a pretty strong magnet. Here's AA powered, or AA powered, nickel metal hydride AA. And then, yeah, giving an idea just how big these are. There. Cool. All right, so with that out of the way, let's talk about features of the V2 T1S. And of course, yeah, we'll compare it to the T1S normal, and then of course the T1. So feature-wise, it's pretty identical to the regular T1S, which I have on my desk here. Oops, which it has a magnetic base and just pulled up a battery. So here is the T1 next to the T1S. There you go. There are some differences, as you can see on the body, and we'll go over those in a little bit. But otherwise, everything is identical. But we'll go over to V2, just a quick here recap. So TIR Optics acrylic lens. The LED was the luminous SST40 in cool white, as mentioned. Aluminum body 6061 T6 with a Type 3 hard anodized finish. Beautiful thing. Had belt clip. People call it deep carry because it goes all the way to the back. So this goes flush to where it mounts there. It's kind of nice. It's got a lanyard hook point, and of course a strong mag base, which I can show you by just sticking it to a battery. And it'll hold itself up. It's pretty cool. And of course it can go vertical, horizontal. Nice. Of course on a bigger piece of metal it'll stick really hard to the horizontal position. Nice. I like having that mag base. It does sometimes get in the way, but for a little flashlight like this, it works out pretty good. So yeah, we got that. The lanyard hook points right there. I like that it's on the side. Of course, flat base, tail standing. No issue at all. It's great to have. IPX8 Waterproof, 2 meter, 30 minutes. Pretty respectable. 1.5 meter drop resistance. I don't want to do that, of course. It has an 18350 protected button top, 1100 milliamp hour battery inside, and you charge it with the Type-C charging jack right here. There you go, there's your port. I noticed a half amp going in on a battery that was half charged, so if you're wondering. And you have low and FireFly modes available to you while you're charging. Only 2 modes available that they give you. It kind of makes sense when you're on these smaller flashlights. Let's go ahead and open this up, give you a look on the inside. I always pull up the belt clip so I don't scratch anything. So here we are. Here's the driver board with the ICs. For the flashlight, it's got a little button stop there for the positive terminal. And of course our battery is stuck in there with the magnet. There we are. It's a protected cell. It's nice to have a protected 18350. It doesn't fit in my Sangen MMR88. I wish it did, but they use an unprotected button top. So this is a little longer. It just won't go in. But it would have been cool if it did, because it would have been a perfect thing. So there we are. Put this back together here, hopefully. Takes a little, yeah, you gotta get just right here. You don't want to cross thread anything. There we go. Okay, just take your time. You'll rarely have to take that out. There we go. Cool. So yeah, it's got a nice side switch on here again. It has the battery light for status. Blue is good when you turn it on. Of course, red means time to charge. Like you're down 20%. Not a cool thing to see red, unless you're charging it. So yeah, turning it on, turning it off. Mode memory. So remember the last mode used. Press and hold to change modes. 3 modes, low, medium, high, as you're seeing here. Very simple. You can double tap from off or on to go to turbo. Right to turbo. So on, turbo. Beautiful. Strobe, if you don't like flashing lights, turn away. So we're going to go strobe, 3 clicks. 1, 2, 3. Of course, on and off. So from on, same thing. Okay, we're done with the strobe. Lockout function. So you have FireFly mode. So to get to that, you just press and hold. FireFly mode engaged. This is really half lumen. It's fantastic for radios. If you guys are tuning at night, half lumen, it's amazing. It runs for a long time. I'll wait till I tell you the amount of time here in a moment. But yeah, this FireFly mode is great. And if you want to do the lockout, I believe you just, while the FireFly mode is on, just press and hold till it goes out. And then I believe if you try to turn it on, it'll flash red. Yeah, it's saying it's locked out. You might think the flashlight's dead, but it's actually locked. So to turn it back on, you just press and hold. And it goes into your modes. Now you got your flashlight back. Beautiful. And that's simple as that to operate. I like that. I like how simple that is. This color scheme is fantastic. So yeah, let's quickly just show you some pictures in the garage. Then we'll come back to the bench, and I'm going to compare the differences of the T1S and the original T1, which I have right here, so you can see kind of, if you're in the market, because they actually have all of these available. Let me just get that so it sits up right. We have the original T1, T1S, and the T1S V2. So yeah, we'll go over them all. So first, let's head to the garage. Show you some pictures of the T1S in action, V2, and then we can come back here and we can talk about differences. So heading to the garage. I'm 15 feet away from the garage door. It's on turbo. This is 1212 lumens. Expect a runtime of 5 minutes before it throttles down to 317 lumens, running the remainder of that small battery out at 70 minutes. Not too bad for turbo. And expect a throw of 184 meters versus the original T1, which only had 102 meters. Now we're going to high. This is 407 lumens. Expect a runtime of 80 minutes. Now we're on medium, a very usable mode. This is 94 lumens. Expect a runtime of 5.5 hours. Medium would be a good walking light. 94 lumens is enough to see where you're going in the dark. Now we're on low. This is 7 lumens. Gets a lot done at 7 lumens. This will run 44 hours, so tons of runtime. Great camping light if you took us camping with you. Great little pocket camping light. Perfect. And if you could barely make this out, we're now on FireFly mode. This is a half lumen. This half lumen will run 27 days. 27 days, yes. Absolutely fantastic. And I'm surprised that the camera picked this up, but I think it has to do with the TIR Optics throwing that light down range. Very nice. Let's go back to the table. Yeah, so we'll do a quick little demo. First, let's just talk about differences between the T1S and the T1S V2. Would you want the original or do you want the new one? So let's go ahead and just talk about that really quick. Because basically, they're identical flashlights. Same battery, same optics, same output, same everything. The modes are the same, the lumen out, everything. The only difference is the body, how they design the body. So the big deal I thought was pretty neat, of course, is the handle. You can see the grip on here. We got flat edges, some serration. So it makes a nice grip. I actually like the way it feels in my hand. The T1S just has some simple knurling with some smooth surfaces. So they took and flattened those smooth surfaces. Depends on what you like. Not just some heavy grooving here, but not a lot of grip that you'd think. This, I think, grips a lot better on the handle. Another thing I noticed, the difference, of course, was this little notch they put on top by the power switch. Not on the normal T1. See how they got that? They notched it. They didn't do it on the original, so that's new. And then another one, a big one, was the cooling fins. The cooling fins on the V2 are tapered, while the original are straight. So if you see these cooling fins, they're straight, and if you look at the V2s, they are tapered or angled. Angle cut. So does that get a better cooling effect? It might. I think it does. Add some more surface area, venting possibly. But there you are. There's the differences. And that's it. And of course, colors. You get the green, you get the desert tan. This only came in the black. So you get the extra colors as well with the V2. So if you're debating, go with the V2. You'll be happy and get a color you like. So there's that. Of course, the T1, totally different animal. As you can see, the optics, it has a orange peel reflector with this aluminum bezel. Oh yeah, price-wise, excuse me, this is the same price too, by the way. So it's a no-brainer, which one you'd want to pick up. But the T1S original is the same as this. Now this one, the T1, if you want the T1, you're like, hey, that's cool. This light here is $35.95, so it's actually $6 more when this isn't on sale. So, but you can see how they did the traditional reflector. Yeah, and then they got the similar setup, mag base. The body, this body style's kind of cool. I like the grip on this one. It's nice, so functional. I'm gonna have links to these three flashlights anyway. T1 just because it's different. If you like things more close up, more inspection, the T1's gonna be better because it's only 102 meter throw versus 184. So you're gonna get a more wider beam on the T1 because of those optics. And the run times are a little different. Its turbo is 1500 lumens though, 3 minutes throttling to 408 for 52 minutes. And you have infinity high, which is 685. It goes to infinity low of 15 lumens. So at the lowest 15 lumen rating, it runs for 35 hours. It has a FireFly mode of a half lumen as well, but only runs 12 days. So there's that. Strobe mode, this has a higher intensity strobe at 1080 lumens, and this has a lower one at 550 lumens. This runs 2 hours, and so does this. So efficiency went up with the T1S V2. So we're going to compare them side by side. Little demo here. We'll talk about RFI generated by the V2, and then we'll do some final thoughts. Let me just grab a deck of cards here. I always have that handy so you can kind of see the difference. Now I think the T1 might be neutral white, and this is cool white, just to let you know if there's a color difference. All right, so we have that, and of course I'll have my radio handy. We'll show you the RFI. And okay, so yeah, RFI in this one, it's moderate on low to medium modes, but there's none on FireFly. So you'll be using FireFly most of the time with your small radios. There's slight RFI on high and turbo, which you probably won't use when you're tuning. So let's go ahead and turn one light off, and we'll turn these on. So it gets low, and then we'll go to low on this one. Again, it says the infinity, and it's going to flash and tell you its lowest. So its lowest is 15, and then its lowest here is 7. So we'll leave it at that. Okay, we'll go ahead and turn these off. Yeah, I can see a difference in color on the bench, just a little bit. Let's bring it up. Okay, so right away I am seeing more of a spot, of course, with the V2. See that? You got this nice edge-to-edge lighting with the T1. You kind of lose that with the throw of the T1S version 2. See that nice lead-in with the T1? Nice, I like that. Let's bring them in together. Here's the T1. Here's the V2, T1, V2. So definitely the T1's got the neutral white in it. You can see it renders the colors a little bit better. Softer beam, not as much throw. So again, probably perfect if you're indoors more with it. The V2 is probably perfect for if you're out walking and you need to back up to your main. So there you go. All right, cool. So that's the T1. Still a viable flashlight, and they're still making it, which is fantastic. So go ahead and turn that off. All right, yeah, and the power lights do stay on. You can see the blue glowing there. Okay, cool. I'm going to aim at the ceiling. We'll go through the modes. So we're on low, medium, high, and then we'll go to turbo. Turbo lighting up everything, the whole room, off the ceiling, not bad. Table, it's going to definitely overcompensate the camera. And then we'll go down to FireFly. Press hold. Get our half lumen going. There we go. Now we go to the radio.
Website, finishingchicago.com. Free resource to Chicago's best finishing contractors. Proud sponsor of the Chicago
So
White
it's
Sox
perfect for tuning a small radio.
Need a reason to start your weekend early?
No RFI, but if we change modes,
Few whiskey, that is. It's a Few Friday with Carmen and Yurko. Join us for a live broadcast at Fuller.
yeah, low has a lot.
Chicago-style whiskey for Chicago whiskey drinkers. So go grab a few friends and hang with us.
Going back to FireFly,
In the Good Kid, Friday from noon until 2 at Fuller
and no
House in
RFI,
Hinsdale.
which is fantastic. I love that. Awesome.
Hey, I'm Tom Waddle, and I drive a Hawk. Find your next car at hawkauto.com.
Okay, go ahead and turn that off. Let's turn some lights on. Do some final thoughts on the V2. Yeah, definitely like it. It's cool. Desert tan, rockin'. If you guys are into colors, pick up a desert tan. You'll like it. I just think this bronze color is amazing. Yeah. So go ahead and turn that off there. And then we'll zoom in on down, do final thoughts. And then, yeah. There we are, the V2, loving it. Yeah, I just love the size. You know, like I said, it's giving me this way I think I might end up going that route just because it's smaller and easier to carry. Sure, the AA is slimmer, but the T1, it fits better. It's just so much more compact. I do like that. So awesome. So likes on this one. Decent price right now when it's on sale. Awesome. Type-C charging, of course. Compact, like I just mentioned. Mag base. The strong mag base is nice to have when you're working on something. Very handy. Replaceable battery. That can't be overemphasized. you can replace the battery. And those 18350s, you can find them. Usable modes too, by the way. I love the usable mode of low of 7 lumens, a medium of 94 lumens, a high of 407 lumens, a FireFly mode of 8.5 lumen. It's perfect. I mean, these things are great modes to have around the house. A half lumen, believe it or not, when you have your night vision, is quite a bit. So you can see a lot with a half lumen and not have to run the battery too hard. So that's actually a bonus. My dislikes on this is pretty much one thing, and that's the switch. I wish that switch was metal. I'm so used to that on my this guy here, the TC15. I just love that. If they could do something like that here, I'd be a big fan. I know Rovivon has the little metal switches now. They went from this to this type of style switch, and I'm happy with that. Just a little button for the light. That's all you need. So you can still see the light there. Battery status. So yeah, ThruNite, if you're watching this, definitely that'd be cool. A switch upgrade, I think, would make this fantastic. That's the only thing it's just me. Maybe you can't do it with that type of area there. I'm not sure. But metal switch would be fantastic. Most of you probably would agree with me on that, because I think this would wear out over time. But overall, that's my only gripe. One gripe, actually. That's not bad. So there it is, the V2. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you like this flashlight. Links below if you want to support the channel. If you like the original, this is a great flashlight too, man. A lot of you guys have this one, this T1. And pick this up. And if you're going to get a T1S, get the V2. You don't have to get unless you like the way this is engraved, the way the body style is. If that's your thing, then get it. But otherwise, the V2 all day long. Because I just like the way it looks. You got the different colors. But if black is your thing and you like the T1S optics and you like the throw, then it's whatever one you want. This one or this one. But these are pretty much the ones you're considering. Less throw, wider angle, or more throw. And different modes. Remember, you got infinity here. And in here you got your step modes. Sometimes people just love a simple step mode like me. All right, so there you go, the T1S version 2. Yep, can be like if you like the video, 2 if you like ThruNite flashlights, subscribe with the bell icon, and 3, comment below what you think about the T1S version 2 against its older siblings. Which one would you pick up? Let me know. I'd be curious to hear and read your comments. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next video.